Bloody birthday. The nightmare begins with the kids next door.
This
Never.
this was came out during all the holiday horror movies in the 80s. I think the claim to fame to this one is Julie Brown, not downtown Julie Brown. Do you remember the other Julie Brown? I believe she was topless in this film.
Oh,
First, you have to remember who she was,
I think I do.
and then it might be exciting for you.
No, but not really coming after Nymphomaniac. I'm sure we're going to see plenty of stuff in that one.
Yeah. Not quite as good as that one.
No. Whoa.
Time Machine.
Was this is the Rod Taylor
Yes.
Time Machine? This was a good movie. Liked
Good
it.
movie.
Very enjoyable. Rod Taylor and Alan Young from Mr. Ed fame.
And who was the girl?
Oh, I don't know.
Yvette Mimieux.
Was that Yvette Mimieux?
Mimieux.
Mimieux?
Now, do you remember, it's probably based on the book. Do you remember the future people were split into two people?
Yeah, weren't they Morlocks?
The Morlocks were the ugly ones. Apparently, this was a split from the humans of today, I guess. They were the monsters underneath, and then the Eloi were the
good-looking blondes.
good-looking blondes of the future.
Who, whenever the noise came up, they kind of, it was like an alarm that sent them into the Morlocks, and where they picked them up and basically used them for sustenance.
Yeah. Remember, the people of the future, probably based on the book, they were blondes, very fair blondes. That's what they thought the people of the future would look like, probably the Fuhrer's idea.
Yeah,
is what it
right.
was.
Boy, that's wrong.
In the remake they did a few years ago, which they shot a scene here, the people of the future were of mixed race, which is probably
That's more accurate.
more accurate. Though that was a bomb, or
Bad Grandpa, 0.5.
0.5. Apparently they added some new scenes or something. It says all new movie, but it's just different scenes, I guess.
Didn't see it.
They're gonna milk it for a few more bucks here, Dave. Whee!
And there you go. The releases.
There we have it.
What's next? Birthdays? Deaths? What? What do we
Birthdays. We did our deaths for a
did our
while.
deaths? That's right. We did that a while
There
ago.
may have been an important one since the last.
But we'll get to them.
We will get to
We will
them.
mention all of our celebrity friends who have passed away. Well, most of
Or
them.
Alice. The name ones we do.
Right. If you're a borderline celebrity, you're not getting mentioned. Tom Hanks, I think he's 58, Ed.
Huh.
That's the only one I remember.
That's the only one we remember.
Cheryl Ladd.
Oh, it's sad to think of Cheryl
62?
Ladd that might be in her 60s.
You think higher than 62?
Higher.
Yeah.
Remember, I saw her daughter who looked like she was 63.
63. Her daughter, Jordan Ladd.
Yes.
Not ashamed to show herself off in films.
Oh, jeez.
Harrison Ford, he's got to be closing in on 70.
Playing Han Solo in the next Star Wars next year, Dave.
Oh.
Did you see the
Hamill
picture
looks
of him with the new picture?
Apparently, Harrison Ford is not age. He's 0. 72.
I think Luke Skywalker was 60. Mark Hamill.
Vincent Pastore. I got to be honest with you. Who is this?
You know who this
Oh,
is.
I know who it is. Yeah, the guy with his money. I want my money.
The guy who was in the Big Pussy,
Yes.
Dave.
Okay.
Who was in Sopranos and still listed in the titles of that Off Limits, but was not paid apparently and not in the film.
$1,000.
He was going to get $1,000 for that.
Sofia Vergara. I don't understand why this woman is popular. 42?
You can't, Dave.
No, I don't think she's attractive.
She's got big bosoms.
He only takes you so far.
The
Oh,
voice is-
42. I was right.
Yeah, she's good looking, but the voice
Nah.
would only last until it was over.
Yeah. until the face you make on Nymphomaniac
Right.
cover.
When that face is made, you're out of
You're
there.
right, that's right.
You're done with Sofia Vergara.
All right.
Oh.
Sid Haig, 74.
He's that funny looking clown from.
Ooh, 75.
He's up there.
And there you go.
I think I read Machete is 70 something, which was kind of surprising. I guess
be.
you can't get a read on his age because of his
Haggard look.
haggard face there.
He's rough. He's got that rough look. It's like a man who looks 70 when he's 40, and he'll look 70 when he's 70.
Speaking of that off limits that Vincent Pastore was not paid for, one of our women dropped out of our web series who was supposed to do the scene up in our upper studio here. So I put the ads out again, and one of the ones that wrote in was that played the dominatrix in the off limits, which I have not heard back yet from. But if she writes back, she was good, and we're going to use her.
Okay.
But as of this, when we tape this, I have not heard back yet. She will be cast as the victim up
She's
there.
being cast. It's based upon her. You're already casting her.
Yes.
As long as she responds.
If you respond and show up, you're cast.
And you're getting nothing.
She might get a little something because the scene is tough to. The one dropped out because the scene was too sexy, Dave.
Oh, so what are you going to give her?
A couple bucks.
That's good.
We'll see what what's left in the budget.
I'll throw in $1.
Throw in $1 for that.
What do we got now? Is it game time? Or is it too
It's
early
not
for
quite
game time?
Do we have anything over there? I'm out of material.
You're out of material. Not even Price Chopper?
Do you have The Purge? Oh, that's for Cammie. Cammie was going to do some DVD reviews. I'm trying to think if she had one we could even talk about.
Yeah, I got nothing. Other than complaining about the financial aid system with colleges, I really have nothing.
Is that a bad deal
It's a
these
disaster.
days?
It's a disaster. You fill out financial aid form, and then they want more documents. You need transcripts of your IRS statements. Try and contact the IRS, Ed. Try and get that. I defy you to go on the internet and get a phone number for the IRS. You think you can do it online. It says you can do it online, but then the information you provided doesn't match, despite the fact that you're reading the information directly off your return. Doesn't match. Can't do it. Got to call them. Can't call them. Don't have a phone number. Got to try and get a phone number. Call the college. College doesn't help you. Well, we need this. How about a copy of the tax return? We can't use a copy of the tax return. We need the transcript. I can't get the transcript because I can't get a number for the IRS. And if I get a number for the IRS, I'm on hold for 25 minutes. It's a cluster word.
I remember having to go back to Colony Central at one point to try and get transcripts for some reason for a college.
Well, that's different. You can get them from the schools without a problem. If you got to get a tax return transcript, it's a nightmare. You can't get it. You can order it. You can try to get it by making a phone call and punch in the Social Security number and the number of the house address. It's just, and then it takes 10 days to get it. And then the schools just want this and that. They want everything. It's a nightmare.
I wonder how the financial aid is these days, because I remember when I first went, I got good aid. That was 1980, of course. And then somehow when I went to sign up again, that's when Reagan had come in, and apparently there was a lot of cutting going on because the aid wasn't as good after that. I'm sure they didn't up the aid any.
I don't know.
You still get some aid, but you got to jump through these hoops here.
Oh, it's a mess. And you know what? I think in New York, you have to fill out a financial aid form. I think it's required. I could go to my college of choice, and I could pull out $500,000 from my bum and say, I have plenty of money to pay for the school. They're going to say, keep your cash. You got to fill out the financial aid form. Even if you know you're not getting any, you still have to go through that holy hell of filling it out, even though you're filthy rich. I am not filthy rich. I need the financial aid. But if I was filthy rich, I still would have to fill out this crap form, and then they ask you for more documentation, which, by the way, most of it is already provided on the financial aid form that you filled out. Then you still have to fill out another form. It's just a disaster. Kids, don't go to college.
Don't drive fast.
Don't drive fast.
And don't go to college.
Don't go to college.
And don't drive fast to college.
Right.
All right.
All right, here we go. Poster pairs game, Ed. Where is it? I can't see it. Where's the poster
It's
pairs
over
game?
here where I'm going.
Oh, is it? It's over there? Well, why don't you go over there, and I'll tell everyone that the poster pairs game is our game where you sent in your emails with 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We pick your name. We look at the numbers. We reveal what's behind those numbers. And if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you write spin the wheel, you can spin the wheel and win up to 10. It's that easy. So do it.
I was going to wrap this lighting around me like a hula hoop, but I couldn't get to it. I was afraid I might cause
There you go,
problems.
Ed. There's some entries for you.
Why don't you pull it this week, Dave, because I pulled last week.
All right.
And if they don't spin the wheel, I think we have time. We'll bring it out and show people how it works.
All right. Here we go.
So hopefully we'll get to do it for real here.
Pamela Barra Harder. Wasn't she there a couple weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, maybe?
Yes.
2 and 3. I think those are her numbers.
2 and 3.
But she does not spin the wheel. She does not like
Oh,
to live.
come on.
She doesn't like to live on the edge, Ed.
I'm going to spin it for her anyway.
Wow.
Let's see, 2 and 3. There's been a lot of 2 and 3. There's been a lot of activity in this area lately.
Is there? Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh! You got to get away from your 2 and 3s, folks. They're not working here.
As the producer breathes a sigh of relief.
We haven't given out any big numbers lately. Well, if you do, when you're going to spin the wheel, what happens is I run over here. Yeah.
Should I move in your chair?
You move in the chair quietly.
I can't do it quietly. It's a metal chair. Why we haven't upgraded our furniture?
I think we should put rubbers on the
the
bottoms of the chairs.
I think they do have them. I think they're just wore off. All right, let's see how you're going to do this.
To the Home Depot.
Don't lose your microphone. There you go. Look at that. Nicely done.
And we usually have Cammy over here. It's tricky, though, because you got to spin this way. Actually, the person should be over here, shouldn't they? Is that how that would be the optimum?
That would be the easiest way of doing it.
And then you would go over here and give it a good one. Remember, you're working with your 2 tickets. You have 2 tickets now. And if you say spin, we're going to spin it.
That's a good spin.
That's a good spin. That's a spin that's going to get somebody 10 tickets sometime. When we roll. See, you could have traded in your 2 tickets for 10 tickets with a good spin. We'll have Cammy do a good spin. She'll have to get on that side, though.
Leave it up.
Leave it up.
Leave it up.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get to our...
Boy, how long did it take to get that a hook up there through the wood? There's quite a hook.
It is, but he probably has, caused a little issue with the beam. The supporting beams weakened. But here he goes. Send your email in. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. 2 of them. That's it. Send an email to mediazone95@gmail.com. Mediazone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers. That's it. From 1 to 6. If they match, you win 2 tickets. And if you write spin the wheel, you would have just done that. Spin the wheel. And you could possibly win the 10, as Ed just showed. But you only have 1 chance to win 10. 2 chances for 6, 2 chances for 4. 6 chances keeps you at the 2. 5 chances you lose 1. 2 chances, zippo. You walk out of here with nothing, except the joy of knowing.
That was so nice. We're going to do it twice, Dave. Let's try it again. We got another minute.
Are you going to put extra force on this one?
No, I'm going to do it about the same. I'm going to see if I can get somebody 10 tickets again.
Yeah, but nobody won.
Nobody won, yeah, but just a trial to see if you give it a good spin, how you can do there.
It's coming up, 10. You're going to
Look
go
at that
past
split
it.
screen work there. Well, see, that would have been the only time we ever had I think we might have had someone. Did somebody lose a ticket one time?
I don't recall.
Once that happened. That's as bad as it got, though.
How many zeros is there? 2? 2 zeros.
A couple of zeros, but. Oh, I was looking on one of the shows, unless it's been fixed. Oh, what's this? This is not proper.
What is that?
There's 2 2s right next to each other. Shouldn't they be work?
It's random.
It's random? Is that how it works? Okay.
It's the random world.
That's the only time 2 were close to each other.
Good night, everybody.
All right, we'll see you next time.
The Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.